We will say good morning. Today is Sunday. It is the 12th of November. Wow, where has this month gone? We wake up to mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies across the area. Increasing chance of rain as we get to the evening into tonight. Still looking for the possibility of some heavy rain Monday through Wednesday. But believe it or not, the rain totals in the forecast have gone down, which is a very good thing. So we don't look for this rain event upcoming to be as bad as what we've seen the last two times that we've had some flooding rains. Things to get better. We look for things to get better towards the end of next week, and really some very surprising, fresh, and drier than you would think temperatures for the weekend. We have a norther coming that will actually pass through this weekend, bringing us even drier weather on the backside and some really nice conditions. So we definitely look forward to that. Let's look at what we're dealing with this morning. And surprise, surprise, no rain last night. What a nice evening that was for us. So this morning, we see a little cloud over towards Guanaja. This is kind of hung on. It's 7:30 this right now. And we haven't, if I can put this in motion, we haven't seen a whole lot of movement. You can see it kind of just building here on the northeast side of Guanaja and not moving a whole lot. So some of these clouds will come through this morning. It's not impossible that we'll see a shower or two. Should be short-lived if we see one this morning. Let's take a look, though, at what we've been watching for, it seems like all week last week and maybe all week this week. We have an area with a chance of forming a tropical depression. If it becomes a tropical storm, it will be vents. We're up to 50% over 7 days, but still 0% through the next 2 days. So let's take a look at what the different models say about this. Here we are in the GFS this morning. And you see the GFS brings this thing up fairly quickly. Let's actually take a look at where it is right now. If we can pull out, there we go, this guy right here. And if we put him in motion, we can see that there's really not a lot of circulation, or actually no circulation here. The low may be off the coast of South America here. We see this, what we call convection. That's the high cloud tops causing some pretty good thunder showers, mostly over here north of Panama City. Most of the forecast models have this kind of drifting to the northeast at different speeds. GFS still faster, having this come up here by Wednesday. The Euro still slower. So let's take a look at that. And the GFS really wants to bring it up starting Monday toward the coast, Tuesday kind of forming, and then by Thursday kind of being gone over towards Jamaica. And then we see on Saturday, we see this northerly flow clearing us out for the weekend. The Euro has it kind of hanging around longer. Let's take a look at that starting today. It shows a low right there on the coast of Colombia. And then we used the word yesterday, meandering, just kind of hanging out and just north of Panama, eventually making its way towards Nicaragua as we get into Thursday, and then kind of forming well out to sea and heading more to the east, and then heading back west as we get to the end of the forecast next Wednesday. So the icon, let's go back to today. Again, it shows scattered showers here Monday. The icon consistently wants to give us more rain Monday through Wednesday. Unfortunately, the last storm, the icon was the one that was right, and that's why we got so much rain. Let's hope the icon is wrong this time. But it's still, the icon only wants to give us about 4 inches on the high side. So let's take a look at rainfall today. The GFS has us maybe 1/4, 1/8 of an inch of rain, hardly any at all. The Euro for Sunday has us close to 1/2 inch. All of this, or most of this, would come as we get into the evening and overnight tonight. Also, and close to an inch for the icon. But let's go to total rainfall through Wednesday. Now, we think that the days, as far as rain goes, will start out Monday. It's not going to be an all-day rain, but some rain showers passing through. But the rain total should get bigger each day, Monday, Tuesday to Wednesday. But the total rainfall, right here on the icon, that's the highest one, about 4 inches, with some areas over here. This is where the storm is predicted to come, would be closer to 6, 8, obviously, that's 10 inches over there near the Mosquito Coast. But for us, around 4 inches. But the GFS is much kinder because it has this storm forming more quickly, pulling the moisture in. And so we are in the yellow, which is 1.5 inches of rain. And then the the euro has us in the oranges and the reds, which is 2 to maybe 3 inches of rain. Let's take a look at our hopes for next weekend. So as we start out, you'll notice this yellow that came over us today, giving us a little bit of a pause in the rain, drier weather through noon. But as we get towards the afternoon, we can see the reds and the purples coming back, and that's our wetter air and the higher chances for showers. And that comes in through Wednesday. As we get towards Thursday, we can see a very well-defined front here with drier air behind it and coming over us and giving us drier and more pleasant conditions as we get, especially Sunday and Monday look like the best days. When we come to seas, let's take a look at our sea states. Today, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, 3-foot seas. That's not unusual. You look here, Monday and Tuesday, very low winds, light and variable, we might say, winds, 5 to 10 miles an hour, but still 3-foot seas, and that's because of what we call swell. If we go down here, the swell, 3 feet during those 2 days, that's wind in other places, and that's causing waves here. So the forecast is for still 3-foot seas through most of the early part of the week. As we get towards Thursday and Friday, depending on what happens with this tropical storm, if it creates a lot of wind to our east, we could be dealing with some higher waves, 5 to 6 feet, especially on the north side, as we always say this time of year. But as we get towards the next week, we'll have some north winds, very pleasant conditions. You'll see it's calling for highs in the 70s during the daytime with no clouds. I don't know if I've ever felt like 78, 79 degree temperatures with sunny skies. When the sun comes out, you usually pop up to 82, 83, even in the dead of winter here. So let's see if it happens. That will be very nice if it does. All right, well, that's our forecast for today. You guys have a good day and a great Sunday.